In this week's episode, we explore the Eyre Peninsula here in South Australia while spotting dolphins and snorkeling in crystal blue waters. But as we head down, we start noticing that our van isn't quite working like it should. Good morning guys, and welcome to a new vlog. We're coming in Whyalla, just here on the beginning of the Eyre Peninsula in South Australia. And we've just taken a dip, seen dolphins today. We've been to the amazing jetty over there. I've been sitting here for an hour. Connor's joined me and left. And yeah, just reading a book. I'm actually reading a new book now. It's A Little Life. I think a lot of you guys have heard of it. It's very famous. And it's quite a lot to get through. So that's gonna keep me entertained for the week. Let's get going. We just stopped by the visitor center here in Whyalla, and we got all the brochures that one might need to explore this area. And this area is, by the way, really famous for its cuttlefish, which looks like this. And they always come here in, like, I think May and June when they make their little babies.
So a dolphin before?
Oh yeah, I've already said that. But you can swim with like heaps and heaps of cuttlefish. So a little bit sad that we're missing that. But again, I was also telling Connor I'd kind of be a little bit freaked out just swimming around with tons of cuttlefish. Like, they're a little bit scary.
They're a bit freaky looking.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, we'll be missing that, but we're heading to this cool beach now. And what else?
Josie's gonna try her first oyster somewhere on this coast.
That is so absolutely not gonna happen. So apparently the Eyre Peninsula is also really renowned for their oysters and stuff.
I don't like oysters either. I'll try it if you try it.
I just know that if I swallow an oyster, it might just come back up again. I also want to share actually that when we parked up in Whyalla, just right now, we met a couple of girls who had camped there for the night, and they'd been attacked just in the middle of the night by a group of people who had started like shaking their van and knocking and like screaming at them. So it went so far that they had to call the police. So when we met them, they gave us a heads up to not go camping where they had been camping, and that's a bit scary. We've also heard that some of the towns around here are a little bit more rough, and people have told us like make sure to lock our doors and stuff. So I don't know if anyone else has been driving around in this area and experienced similar stuff or not, but yeah, that's like we've got a fair amount of warnings now just driving down to this peninsula.
Yeah.
Alright, so we did the mandatory lighthouse stop for Connor. He is obsessed with seeing every single lighthouse on the coast of Australia. Some turquoise water, Flinders Ranges over there, and then bam, rusty cool lighthouse. Alrighty guys, we've made it to the beach. I'll add the name here, and it's looking beautiful! Except for like the, I don't know, industrial thing going on here. I think it's like an oil refinery or something. Let's lather up. We got SPF 50 here, and that's also a thing in Sweden. Sunscreens don't come in large packaging like this. Like the largest you'll get is maybe like 300-400 milliliters, 500 milliliters. This is a liter. Stay safe in the sun. Good morning guys! We have found a fabulous spot to wake up in. It's coming! Ah! Okay guys, we've just had to pull over because I smelt a very strong smell of burnt rubber, and so we popped the hood and we've realized that our belt has almost totally come off its little wheels. Anyways, we did a quick Google trying to figure out what it was, and essentially we've called roadside service. They're gonna come pick us up. Roadside assist. And it's just so ironic that we stopped the car just in front of this. So I'll show you what's been going on. Here you can see the timing belt. It goes through different pulleys all around the engine and goes all the way down there. And here you can see that this pulley has already popped out a little bit. So essentially, I think a part of this belt has been rubbing against another hot engine part, which then causes the burnt rubber smell. And yeah, you just don't want to make it any worse, dude. So we got the road assist guy following us.
So the drive belt was sliding off, so we took it off, which means we have no charging from the alternator or anything. And that means we have no power steering as well. So my, you know, I have to use all my strength to turn this wheel right now, you know?
I told him it's like driving a car back in the olden days before they had all that. But thank God we can drive it. We're driving it to the closest mechanic now. And thank you, road assist, because we wouldn't have known what to do. All right, never mind. It's a couple minutes later and the engine overheated, so we're gonna get towed anyways. Alright guys, we made it to our new camp for tonight.
Yep, we made it. We have the mechanic across the road.
Yeah, close to the mechanic, close to McDonald's, and this is where we'll be staying tonight. So we'll update you guys to see how everything goes tomorrow. Okay, bye bye Pandy. So I guess they don't know how long it's gonna take, so we'll find a cafe here in Port Lincoln, do some work, and yeah, see what happens. Alrighty, what do we have here?
That looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Damn, she looks fresh. Guys, look at this. Sheesh. Oh my god, what a day it's been.
Yeah.
We've got her back now and she's running fine. She's not squeaking anymore. No smell of burnt rubber.
Bell looks nice.
So the entire alternator was replaced.
Yes, I mean, look, that's what it's supposed to look like. No gap at all there.
Yeah.
But on the other one,
It had just
it
jumped
just came
out.
out fully.
Yeah, this looks amazing. Wow, guys.
Yeah, and he said actually that if sometimes that comes off and it, you know, punches a hole straight through the front of the radiator or whatever.
So we were really good
Apparently
to
it's
stop
fluffy, yeah.
as soon as we felt the smell.
It's good.
So we can finally wave goodbye to Port Lincoln. Thank you guys so much for helping us. And woo! Hit the road again.